I was watching something on CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. I'm going to let you see it. And I know there's a glare here, but that's because I had to shut down some of the lighting in the studio so that you can see this video. They're now saying that people should wear two masks. That's what they're saying. My God, I mean, they're now saying we should wear two masks. And I mean, I'm looking at the comments section. I mean, I'm frankly quite shocked because it looks like even Canucks are beginning to wake up. And I'm starting to wonder whether or not we're all just being pranked here. I mean, maybe they're trying to see how far Canucks will go because, Canadians are some of the most willing slaves on the planet. I mean, the New World Order has gotten away with things with Canadians that they wouldn't even get away with in North Korea. But let's see this part of the video where I'm not going to show the whole thing because it's all just a bunch of fear mongering about there's a new variant and we must be scared and don't just remain in a state of fear. It's the same thing with 9/11. I mean, after bin Laden allegedly tore up the World Trade Center, the news media, which was encouraged by the federal government, was encouraging people for the longest time, and even still today, to just be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid. Bin Laden is under the bed, he's in the closet, he's in the basement. Be afraid of Muslims, be afraid of Al-Qaeda, be afraid of Afghanistan. And the reason why they do this is because fear makes excellent. A fearful slave is an excellent slave. If the slave is out there and he's not afraid of getting lynched, he's going to slack off. But if the slave has a master who will lynch the living shit out of him, and I can say that now because YouTube has permanently demonetized me, so I'm a lot freer now. I'm not relying on YouTube's blood money. If the slave has a master who will just pummel the living daylights out of him, he'll be more afraid and he'll work harder. So that's what they're doing with this China virus thing, So, and now they're saying, one is not enough. Wear two. And they're even demonstrating it. I mean, let's look at the video here, and let's see what is going on. Yeah.
Two-layer. There's no pouch. It's cloth. Are you concerned that this is no longer good enough?
I would say that any mask is better than no mask. We have to remember that the reason that we're wearing these masks is to filter out the droplets that we're producing, and so the droplets are going to be unchecked if there are no masks being worn. So it is important to continue wearing whatever masks you do have. Ideally, it would be a 3-layer mask, but if that's not possible for whatever reason, then any mask is better than no mask.
What about doubling up? Like we saw U.S. President Joe Biden. He sort of had, I think it kind of looked like, there it is, so there you can tell that there's a surgical mask. Well, why don't you describe what we're looking at?
Yeah, so what I'm seeing in that picture, from what it looks like President Biden is wearing an N95, what looks like an N95 under a surgical mask. So that's probably overkill. So the N95 has two uses. So it's a bit of an additional layer of protection for yourself as well. So the idea of an N95 is that not only does it filter the droplets going out, but it also protects you from droplets and airborne transmission coming in towards you. And so that is true personal protective equipment in that it actually protects the wearer of the mask versus the people around the wearer of the mask. With regards to doubling up on surgical or cloth masks, I would say that adds extra protection in terms of the droplets being expelled, and it may offer some extra protection to the wearer of the mask as well.
So I want to ask you.
All right, so they bring out this woman here to say that it adds an extra layer of protection. It's like, it just doesn't stop. I mean, even in the video in the beginning where they talk about the fact that we should continue wearing this even though that cases are going down. Let me say something about this whole thing. Look, Does the mask protect against viruses? It does to only very certain extent. It's not foolproof. But the bigger question is this. The bigger question is this, and the reason why I don't wear masks, and I never intend to, and I'm not going to give these people an inch, because this is a game that they're playing. It's a psychological terroristic game that they're playing. This virus kills less than 1% of people who get it, okay? I'll tell you this right now. I'd rather have the virus and get it over with, and knock on wood, I'm a part of the 99.9 whatever percent of people who survive, than having to live like this much longer. Having to live in a state of fear, being forced to stay at home, being threatened by police, having our businesses taken away, having our wealth taken away, just living in a state of fear. Might as well just give me the virus and get it over with. And studies say that when you get the virus, it's immensely hard to get it again. It's possible, but it's immensely hard. And again, it kills less than 1% of people who get it. The Swedes never had any lockdowns. They never had any mask mandates. And even though I don't care about the fact that cases go up or down because it kills less than 1% of people who get it anyway, including elderly people, and even including people who are sick, Sweden's cases are down. Japan, which has a large population and a small landmass, which means that people are literally living on top of each other, smelling each other's farts, smelling each other's shit, breathing in everybody's all kind of stuff. They never had a lockdown or a mask mandate, and their cases are down. So I know what this is. It kills less than 1% of people. The media doesn't like to report that. In fact, CNN actually took down the amount of deaths, because what CNN used to do was they had cases and then they had deaths. They took down the deaths because the deaths were way too low, and people were beginning to realize that this thing is not as deadly as we're saying. So they want to put cases up so that people think, oh, cases are going up, everybody's dying. This is a game. This is a game. I don't care whether or not masks help or not. This virus is far less deadly than these politicians and the New World Order, which is using this virus to take away our freedom, just like the same New World Order and the same government and the same politicians used 9/11 and the war on terror to take away our freedoms as well. And I'm not going to play the game. I'm sorry. You can kill me. You can lock me up. Look, I got a rap sheet this big. Okay, been to jail more times in 2020 than probably drug dealers have done in their lifetime. So you can't scare me. As for this wearing two mask business, is it more safe? It probably is, but it's just as much as safe. You're just as... look, there was a comment on that same video, and the guy said, well, technically it's true. It makes it more safe. And I said, that is just as true as saying you can take a gun and blow your brains out and you'll be protected from COVID, the China virus. Yeah, you'll be protected. It makes as much sense as saying, put a bullet in your head. The guys there saying, well, it makes sense. Wearing two masks will make you safer. And I said it makes just as much sense as saying put a bullet in your head, because it'll protect you from the virus. You'll be dead, yes. It'll protect you, but you will be dead. That makes just as much sense. So they're going to now say wear two masks. I'm telling you, you mark my words. This isn't going away unless we make it go away. And we're winning, you know. Doug Ford's numbers, popularity is going in the toilet, despite what the Star and all these other people want to try. They want to hide the poll numbers, everything. It's going in the toilet. Justin Tackett and Mac Daddy Trudeau, the only reason his poll numbers aren't going down even more is because his replacements are just as bad. Aaron O'Toole, and I've already said I'm not supporting Aaron O'Toole. I will not be supporting the Conservatives. I'll support the PPC despite my opposition to them wanting to get rid of the protection for our dairy farmers and wanting to flood our dairy industry with foreign dairy products. But I will lay that aside, and I want to support the PPC, have a conservative minority which is propped up by the PPC. But we're winning this, okay? This thing about wearing two masks, I guarantee you, they're going to try and put a law that says if you don't wear 2 masks, you can't go into this store, this store, this store. You mark my words. And then it's going to go from 2 masks to 3 to 4 to 10 to 20. Eventually, you'll be having to wear biohazard suits. Eventually, you'll have to put a bag over you. I'm telling you! You better hear me! You better hear me! The government is going to force us to wear 2 masks. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And people will do it too. But we have to start fighting. I'm telling you, I don't wear it anymore. I have a mask that says this mask is useless. I don't even wear that anymore. I'm not giving these people an inch. And I boycott stores which say you have to wear a mask even if you have a medical condition. Popeyes is one of them. I don't go to Popeyes. I don't go to IHOP anymore. Most of the businesses, they're beginning to catch on. But this is a joke. This is really a joke. And people are beginning to wake up. That video that I just showed you has more dislikes than likes. And this is from Canucks. This is from CBC viewers. Who are some of the dumbest Canucks out there? Listen, if Canucks are dumb, CBC viewers are like downright retarded. And I can say that too, because YouTube has demonetized me. I don't care. They let them get rid of my channel. I've got Bitchute. Subscribe to me on Bitchute, Arana Nation. I'll say whatever the hell I want, do whatever the hell I want on YouTube, and I want them to get rid of me. I want them to. I'm daring them to. I say it. Fuck, shit, bitch, retard. Do something about it, YouTube. Anyway, I'm not wearing 1 mask. Never mind 2. I'm just not doing it. They say, oh, it protects. It protects. Protects against a virus that kills less than 1% of people who get it. 1% of people who get it. Less than 1% of people who get this virus die. The vast majority, 99.9 whatever percent of people who get it survive, including people who are sick and elderly. I know somebody who had diabetes and high blood pressure who got the virus and he survived. And plus he was 45 years old. I know somebody who was 60-something years old, got the virus and survived. I ain't afraid of this virus. I want the virus. I'm praying for getting the. I want it so that I can get it and just get it over with. Hell is wrong with you? Yeah, I want it yet, and I won't tell anybody when I get it either. Because the last thing I want is for them to take me to some concentration camp and chop me up just because I have it. I ain't telling nobody I got it. Nobody. And I want it too. It'll make your immune system stronger, actually. And let YouTube get rid of this video. Get rid of it, YouTube. Get rid of the channel. Hurry up. Come on. Get rid of your Arana Nation, YouTube. Somebody report this video. I want to get out of YouTube. I'm tired of YouTube. I ain't afraid of you. I'm tired of. Hey, somebody report this video. I want the virus. I want it. Dear God, I want the COVID-19. Give it to me. Give it to me. So we can end this madness. End it. I want it. Dear God from Zion. And if I die from it, well, at least I won't have to live on this effed up planet anymore. Listen, at this point, I'd rather die from the virus than live in the New World Order system anymore. I'm telling you. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. But if I die, then you lose a very important general, so I can't say that. But I don't want it. Yeah, I want it. I'm telling you. I want the virus. I'm telling you. And you should want it too, because the more people who get it, I mean, look, it'll kill people. It kills less than 1% of people. And they say that if you get it, it's very hard to get it again. Very hard. So the more people who get it, the more we can get over this shit. But 2 masks. I don't even wear 1. I don't even wear 1. That's why I've been fined and arrested so much. I don't even wear 1. And you say something now. CBC. And he didn't even wear the mask properly either. The woman, you watch further into the video, You know what she says? She said that he didn't even wear it properly because he was demonstrating about how to wear a mask, and she said he didn't wear it properly. And then they want to bring in Joe Dementia Biden about he's an example. I don't know, why would I? He's not a good example. Joe Biden, he's not somebody I want to look up to. You must be out of here. I want the virus. I want it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Get this shit over with. Anyway, that's CBC for you. And I'm making this video because I have to keep pounding at it. This is a virus that kills less than 1% of people who get it, including people who are sick, including people who are elderly. Yes, it kills people, but a lot of other things kill you too. Maybe we shouldn't drive on roads anymore because the roads, I guarantee you, I would say car owners die on road accidents way more than humans die from virus each year. I'm telling you. Yeah. You live in the Bronx, you live in Detroit, you have a great chance of dying, getting shot, getting stabbed, getting mugged. Yeah. Yes, it's more dangerous. It's more dangerous. It's more dangerous. It's more deadly. It's more deadly to live in Detroit or Chicago. It's more deadly to live in Chicago than to walk into a China virus wing in the hospital with no mask on and stay there all day and all night, 24 hours a day. It's more dangerous. It's more deadly. It's more deadly to live in Chicago than to do what I just described. More deadly. It is. So, no. They're just trying to scare us. This is all a big plan, I'm telling you. It's all a big plan from Big Pharma to get themselves a lot richer. I ain't gonna fall for it. I'm not getting the vaccine either. I'm not doing it. And with that being said, this is the Arana Nation.